welcome back to the vlog. So Elodie and I are getting ready to cook lunch together. She has been loving being in the kitchen, yay, with me recently. She's just on like a chair. I really need to get her like a kitchen helper stool. Don't mind those dirty dishes in the background, mom life and after the holiday life. But we are making a HelloFresh meal today. Alright, put the chicken down for a second. We can open this first, okay? So, if you don't know anything about HelloFresh, they are a meal delivery subscription service that comes straight to your door. They have all the pre-measured, pre-portioned ingredients. You can choose meals that can be inclusive of 2 people. Yep, that would be a serving size for 2 people. And this would be a serving size for 4 people. And the nice thing about HelloFresh is that it's delivered right to your door. Like I said, it's all pre-portioned right in this little thing. So today I'm going to make chicken over garlic parmesan spaghetti for lunch. I think Ben is coming home early from work, so he'll get to enjoy this with us also. Show them. Oh, perfect. Good job, girl. But I got all of these meals in this kit, and they are so fresh, so good. I love how they just mix up your dinners or lunches, whatever you are in the mood for. Good job. Thank you for showing it. You are a big helper. I will have the link to HelloFresh's website down in my description box below. I also have a code Shauna80, which I will have right here. Make sure to use that code when ordering, because you will get $80 off of your first 5 boxes when ordering, and also free shipping. There are some additional restrictions that apply, but make sure to just visit the link in my bio for the full details. That is an amazing deal, and honestly, Ben and I even commented when this came to our door. We were like, well, that's easy. Like, that solves what we're having for dinner or lunch for like the next 3 to 5 days, depending on when you use it. I would recommend using it pretty quickly, but it is so good. I also love HelloFresh because they are a great company. They donated over 2.5 million meals last year in 2019, and they're stepping up their game even more this year to help with the pandemic crisis that is currently going on in the world. So I love that we can also support such a great company that is giving back to our community while making easy, sustainable meals at home. I don't have to worry about wasting ingredients because they all come pre-measured in this thing right here. Good job, woo! We like pre-measured stuff that's easy to cook with, yay! Alright, so Elodie and I are gonna get to cooking this meal. We're gonna wait for Ben to get home, and I have a big life update for you guys. I know it's been, she knows how to do this whole product mention thing now. She is on the ball. High five. Thanks for being A+ helper. But yeah, I have a big life update to share with you guys. You don't know really anything that's been going on the last month, and a lot has gone on. So I'm gonna get to cooking this to make sure it's ready for Ben when he gets home. Tinky is up by my TV right now. Tinky, get down. Tinky. Tinky. Say, Tinky, get down. Tinky, down! Okay, I'll be back soon. I'm like halfway through, pasta's cooking, chicken is cooking, and then down here, hold on. And then down here, the tomato wedges are cooking with the garlic. So it's all looking so good and smelling even better. Okay, y'all, so perfect timing. Ben just got home from work. Ben literally just walked in. The pan is still sizzling, and I dished up our food. I put mine on a plate, on a much smaller portion. But we're gonna go eat this. I'm waiting at the wife game today, having an actual cooked lunch for
Yeah, you are.
I never do this, so thanks HelloFresh. I'll let you guys know how it is in just a second. Okay, so we're sitting down to eat, and it's so good. It is even toddler approved. She's been eating it, which is amazing. How do you like it, Ben?
Oh, it's good.
He's tired from work. He just got home and I like shoved a camera in his face. It was like, perfect timing, dinner's done. So if you guys want ingredients delivered right to your door, super easy, super quick, and it also just like adds some variety to your meals, I would totally recommend it. Make sure to use my code ShaunaConnor80 at checkout. It gets a discount on your first 5 boxes and then also gets you free shipping. We are now going to hang out today. I don't know, are we gonna go grocery shopping today? I don't know what we're doing. Hi. I don't know what we're gonna do, but
Did we just go grocery shopping?
I'm trying not to show Ben because he's like stuffing his face because he's so hungry.
Rude.
Oh, we have to give them a life update. So yeah, we have to give you guys a life update in a little bit, just not right now because we're eating. Oh my gosh. And I don't know what we're doing for the rest of the day, but we may do some errands.
Nap time.
Nap time apparently.
As you can see, we've sat at the table and prepped this thing, so you know it's a serious discussion.
Okay, so I told you in this vlog I was going to give you guys a life update, and I'm thinking this is going to be the majority of the vlog because we need to talk.
If you don't have tissues, now is a good time to get them.
Stop!
Disclaimer. Be prepared for some heartbreak.
Can you guys hear the dog and the cat eating behind us? Maybe. I'm sorry.
What if they can? I'm sorry, but they were hungry. They were like staring into my soul for food.
We just put Elodie to bed, so I wanted to sit down and do this. I have been... What's a good word?
We're really dragging this out.
Procrastinating it. Doing this.
You could say
Dreading
procrastinating. I mean, I guess that's the best word I can think of off the top of my head.
So basically, you guys know that November for us held a lot of stuff. We were moving to Scott Air Force Base. We were getting stuff done with the house that we were building, and we had a miscarriage, and a lot went on that month. Well, as the month kept going on, in typical 2020 fashion, didn't necessarily get any better.
No.
So basically, I will just say it. We are no longer in contract building the house.
Nope.
Oh, that sucks to say still.
It does and it doesn't.
I know, you have different feelings about it than I do. So what happened basically, I will give you guys all the tea. We came up.
Did you just say all the tea?
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's going to be a twisted tea for this one.
Oh my God, Ben, stop.
Do you see how I'm with the times? Am I showing my age?
Hello.
Ooh.
Okay, so we basically came up here, and this was Ben's first time seeing the house in November. We went to a lot, we saw the house, we went and met with some more people, because even though I had picked everything out in August, there's some things we maybe want to switch around, or just some things I want Ben to see in person to make sure we are 100% set on it, because of course we are building this house. Like, we are paying all these people to build this house for us, right? Okay.
And we were able to discuss really what we wanted in the house.
Yeah.
So because I was here, we were able to actually fully get into more discussions.
Last time, it was literally like I was texting him while he was in class. Like, you really couldn't answer. It was like one-word answers. He was barely looking at the pictures. Like, it was pretty much me picking the majority of it out, which we didn't hate.
You did a good job.
Yeah, it was just
you just needed to
realized we wanted some different stuff. So basically, we started looking into that. We started meeting with our realtor again, and we basically slowly started finding out that things were not explained to us the way we thought they were going to be. Just certain stuff was like, for example, we ended up picking a walkout lot for a walkout basement. But from the beginning, we never wanted a walkout basement. So we told the realtor that. She said, that's totally fine that you're still on a walkout lot because we like this specific lot. She was like, but you don't have to have a walkout basement. Well, come November, we found out that because we were on the walkout lot, it was going to be graded for a walkout lot. So there was going to be a lot more of the exposed concrete on the back of the house showing than we would have liked. And they didn't explain that to us in the beginning. And maybe that's common sense, but me being from Florida, Ben being sort of from Texas,
well, being from Texas, I mean, the only way you had a basement was to blow it up with dynamite. And most people couldn't do that.
And there was like no basements in Florida. Like the first time I saw a basement, I was like 18.
Yeah.
And so we didn't really understand that. And so there was just a lot of miscommunication there. And so that was just one of many things we didn't like. We changed some things around with lighting. And full disclosure, our lighting bill ended up being a little bit more expensive than originally planned. But that was fine because we were planning on that.
There was no issues at that time.
There was no issues. Obviously, when you buy a house, you have a threshold that you're approved for and everything, and we were on our budget that we had already set for ourselves, even with doing the changes, and that was fine. Well, as time went on, the realtor and the builder started giving us a lot of pushback. The realtor started telling us that we couldn't do some changes and we couldn't quite understand why.
That we'd already signed and had approved that we could do it.
Yeah, so like we literally went to them, said, can we do these changes? Because we were willing to pay whatever we needed to for the changes. They said yes. Then they would come back the next day and say, just kidding, I know you already signed, but you can't do these changes anymore. Oh, and on top of that, the builder, or supposedly the builder, we don't know who this is really coming from anymore, but the builder is telling you that they're capping you under what you are approved for and what was in your budget to spend. Because I know what you're approved for and what you may budget is two separate things, but we were capped under both of those things. And this was in November when we had already settled on stuff. And we were like, we literally talked to different realtors and stuff and said, have you ever heard of this situation? Have you ever heard of a company coming to you and saying, no, honey, you can't spend that much money. You need to spend less. Like, that just sounds ridiculous as I say it out loud. Like, we are the paying customer.
Especially when you throw the honey in there.
So, we went through days and days and days
we revamped everything. We went through and took out what we didn't need. Well, we then rethought about how we can make it work with their cap. Or with their little restrictions that they'd put on us.
We started agreeing to their restrictions because we still wanted to go through with the house, and so we agreed to them, but then they would continue to come back and give us more restrictions, or tell us we couldn't do things, or tell us their restriction is just kidding. We didn't mean that restriction. We meant a different one.
Go back on their word. And a little bit of info is their houses, they let slip that their houses weren't appraising, and they were worried because we're doing VA loan.
Yeah, because we're a military family, obviously.
We're a military family, so the VA loan is amazing. And what it does is it doesn't allow them to make you bring extra money to the table.
Yes.
So if the house appraises for like 30 grand under the value under the contract value, they won't ask you to bring 30 grand to the table and then include the rest of the value in your loan, because again, the VA loan doesn't allow that.
And why were we having to go to that issue? We didn't touch up on the fact that
one of their house.
Well, no.
A couple of their houses, I think it was. Or was it just one?
Well, I think it was a couple. But before that, like 2 weeks after we signed our contract for the house,
the value of the house went up 30 grand.
30 grand. And so we think all along now, they were trying to make up money. It went up because lumber prices skyrocketed because of COVID, I think, and stuff. And so this all is happening, I think, because they were trying to make up money. So then the houses weren't appraising.
Yeah,
and then we weren't able to bring extra money into closing, even though we had already actually agreed to that because we still wanted the house, but then later find out we couldn't. So it was days and days and weeks of jumping through hoops.
Honestly, like our phone calls where
it was ridiculous.
It was like trying to discuss and figure it out, and both sides, me and them, weren't willing to compromise anymore. Like we'd done some like we had sacrificed a lot of ours
more than them,
and they were like happy we kept doing it. But it got to the point where I was just, I can't get walked on that much. So I was just like, no.
We were just like, we lost trust in the builders, and we were like, yeah, I get what you're saying in the way, like, if this house appraises for a certain amount, they can't sell to anyone else besides us for that amount. But at the same time, I feel like they would have made us walk away at some point. It was just...
Well, it could... I was trying to get them to make me to... There's a couple different things I was trying to get done. But ultimately, what could have happened is we could have had the house fully built and then it not appraised, and then we would have to walk away after this entire process had been done, where we loved how the house looked. We'd done our walkthroughs. We'd, become so excited, and then at the end just have to walk away because it didn't appraise. So at the end of it, we just walked away.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where as heartbreaking as it was,
got a mutual release.
We decided to do a mutual release, and we just felt like there was so many hoops to jump through that we jumped through as many hoops as we could, and anything further than that, it was just not meant to be at that point. That was Stella burping in the background.
That was pretty gross. I thought she was growling at Tinky at first, but cool. She just finished her food.
But we just felt like, how it's like you try to push something so much, and then it just gets to a point where you're like, this isn't meant to be. Like, we can't push this anymore. If it's meant to be, it's going to fall into place.
There's a lot of things in life that they just happen and are meant to be, and it works out. That was not one of them.
No. So
pretty much from the get-go, there were some hoops to jump through that kept happening, and it was slow at first, and then just became overwhelming. Yeah. And we're just
we're first-time home buyers, so we also knew that buying a home in general is going to be a frustrating and long process.
It's going to be overwhelming and frustrating, but this was too much.
Yeah, it was. And so we made the very, very hard decision. I'm a bit more heartbroken than Ben is now. Ben is kind of glad to be done with it, which I am also, because it is freeing.
They were exhausting.
They were. But I'm also heartbroken because we don't really know our next steps. So real quick, let's jump into that side of the subject. Where do we go from here? So this month, the last month of December, we basically just stopped with the house searching. we are here on base, and this is a fine house for now. It meets our needs. It's nothing amazing. It's not where we want to be long term, but it meets our needs. And so
it's more spacious than what we had in England.
Yes, it is.
It meets the needs we need for a house.
Yeah, so we basically just like took a deep breath after all the moving craziness, the miscarriage, the house stuff. We just said like, let's take a deep breath. So we've taken a deep breath. We don't know from here if we're going to try to build again. We don't know if we're going to try to buy a pre-existing house. We don't know if we're going to stay in this house on base and continue renting.
I feel like we're a little more open to different things now, though.
We are, definitely.
Like willing to compromise on, well, this isn't exactly what we wanted, but we can make it work.
Yeah, in a house, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we have a lot of options to sort through. I will tell you guys that we are looking at a house this weekend. I'm going to try to vlog. It's not set in stone yet, but we've talked with the realtor and we're trying to get an appointment for this weekend to go look at it. It's pretty cool. I'll tell you guys more about it in the next vlog when we go look at it, because whatever we do, we'll keep you guys in the loop moving forward. Bring you with us to see houses if we can do that and whatnot. This is just a really hard subject to go over, and like I said, coupled with the miscarriage and everything happening so close to it, it was a lot to deal with. And I think my emotions, of course, were higher than yours at points because my hormones are whack. So it was a hard month, and I've dragged my feet on sharing this with you guys because we poured so much love.
We needed just time to relax.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we've been so...
It's been a crazy year.
Slammed with everything that we just needed time to relax.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with the house stuff. Some not so great news, but we are also really looking forward to the future and what it could hold. We feel like something better is in store.
Again,
and there's a reason that this didn't work out for us, and we're staying positive.
Again, too many hoops means it's not going to work. If it's going to work, it's just going to fall into place. It's just going to be... It's just going to be there.
Just going to let it go a little bit.
Yep, just like Elsa from Frozen. Let it go.
So yeah, that's our update. If you have any additional questions or anything I may have missed to touch up on or anything you're still wondering about, let me know down in the comments below, because this is a lot to tell you guys, and I'm sure it could have been confusing at times. So I apologize, because there's a lot of information. Like, every day held hours.
Well, even that discussion we just did could make total sense to us because we know the back history.
I know, exactly.
For them, they could be like, what the heck?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So if you're confused or anything, drop your questions down below. But we will keep you guys more in the loop now. Look forward to maybe a house vlog of some sort coming next week. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick life update. Besides that, we are just chilling. Taking a deep breath.
Chilling like a villain.
So if you haven't already, make sure to use my code down below, ShaunaConnor80 for HelloFresh. I will have the link in the description box below and all the additional information. It is very yummy, so I would totally recommend. But make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Like I said, ask any questions down below. If you have any video ideas for us for the new year, let us know down in the comments below. But thank you for always supporting us. This is kind of bummer news to tell you, but hopefully 2021 will have better stuff in store. Hi, Style Bells. Tinky is somewhere around here. But until next time, guys.